Hey everybody, how you doing? Just wanted to update you guys on today's news for Bitcoin and some geopolitics. Also some trading, as a lot of you, if you're following the channel or are interested in this type of topic, you're probably also interested in investing or are already investing and are looking for better ways to probably manage your account, or better ways to value stocks, bonds, cryptocurrencies, or other creative investments. But today I mainly want to stick to Bitcoin, as I believe this is a great opportunity to pick up on some Satoshis if you have the opportunity to have some extra cash laying around. It's probably a good time to add some sats, some Satoshis to your account. From a technical perspective, on the charts, it has reached its potential for its recent pattern playout. It could go a little lower just due to still having some bearish momentum, or just some shorting players still being capitalized enough to want to make a little bit more off of the short side. But as somebody pointed out on Twitter, I forgot who it was, I would like to remember so that I could have credited him, but the amount that you can make on the upside is almost twice as much or more, forget the numbers, as the amount that you can make on the downside. And it's mainly due to the idea that it could only go down to zero from a certain point. So if it's at 100 and it goes down zero, it's 100%, right? Whereas if it's at, say, 100 and it goes up to 10,000, that's 1,000%. So there's a higher upside on the bullish side. Of course, the shorting members make their earnings faster because it's an elevator on the way down, but it's a lot more dangerous. You have to have some deep pockets. You have to really understand the game, and be quick, be smart, because the game's always changing. You can't really be sure. You always have to be on it when you have such money at play. So I would definitely recommend that you continue to look into the product Bitcoin, to see how it functions, to see how it has benefited countries and populations around the world that are in unstable economic times, how it has given them the freedom, flexibility to make purchases, to transfer money to relatives, or to purchase things through the internet that their local currency no longer was available to use for. And so yeah, there's a lot of benefits to Bitcoin. A lot of people are still barely understanding it and seeing its potential, although there's tons and tons and tons of work being done and being built around Bitcoin, that, another crypto that basically makes our system, our global system of all kinds of stuff, commerce, all kinds of stuff, more efficient and effective, with less friction, and more autonomous with less central control, which is cool. So just wanted to remind you, don't ignore this this asset class. It is something that you definitely want to have at least a little bit for the long term. It won't hurt you. I mean, if it does, how much can it possibly be if you're only putting a short amount, a small amount? Anyways, that's just a little rant on that. I'm picking up some Satoshis at these levels. I'm happy about. I've picked up some at higher levels. I'm happy about that too, because you never know when it's gonna start taking off. So to me, I'm building a longer term position here, dollar cost averaging, and just making bigger positions at lower prices. Besides that, of course, I still believe that the geopolitics scenario in Asia, specifically in the Hong Kong region, is one of the major, I think, catalysts for more people jumping onto the bandwagon of autonomous payments and or more less centralized payments systems due to what they see as the control system from governments being exposed, and how it basically leaves them hopeless once things get really, really bad. Something that gold and Bitcoin and weapons and other resources can help with if things get really bad. Of course, I say guns because I'm an American. I live in America, and that's just part of our culture. Other countries, like Mexico, which don't allow guns, you just see them everywhere. So it might also be a good idea if you're in an area of Mexico that it's kind of been controlled more by like the local populations more than by the actual municipal police or state police forces or federal police forces. But anyways, the state of geopolitics is intense. Everything that has to do with geopolitics is affecting our markets because it has to do with trade deals for the future, these long-term trade deals that will affect the purchasing power, will affect the currency of whatever countries are involved. And overall, we're in a period of instability due to what I believe is a demographics fracture. I believe that the global governments weren't able to properly adjust the outgoing and incoming populations as effectively as they could have, while at the same time implementing globalization. And this is the result: instability. I guess you always need change to make things happen, and with change comes instability. Short-term instability, but it's instability. I guess the only thing you can do about that is individually, be confident about yourself and what you can do, and take care of your individual economy. Besides that, I wanted to remind you guys that the markets are a little bit on the expensive side. I've been doing research. I want to put some money to work in the equities markets, but it's just really hard to justify and to think that there could be a better entry price, even for real estate. I'm still waiting for a lower price entry. Who knows if we'll get it or not, depending on how fast the dollar gets devaluated, if it even makes sense. But I guess I'm still running the numbers and seeing how things go. The biggest thing, I guess, that I can see in the future is the 2020 elections. So that's what we got to look forward to. From now until then, it's instability. And that's why I recommend that you diversify your portfolio and add a little bit of everything that's at a good price right now. Alright guys, if you guys like the content, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.